Imagine the final of the World Series of Poker. There's $8 million at stake, and you're sitting with enough chips for a couple more hands. The opponent, on the other hand, has a stack 10 times larger. The camera catches your eye, and the whole room already knows that the next all-in will be your last. One call, and you go home with nothing. And suddenly something happens that should never happen. The card that turns the tournament around. The opponent's tilt. A bluff that will go down in textbooks. And you turn the table around in an hour, taking everything. This is not a Hollywood movie script. These are real stories that happen to real people at the green table. Today I will show you 10 of the most incredible comebacks in the history of poker.
I'll be back.
From the guy who sat 8th on the stack out of 9 and took 10 million, to the amateur accountant who broke the legend with one bluff and changed the industry forever. The craziest comeback is number 1. Don't miss it, because after this story, you'll never fold again without thinking twice. Number 10, Joe Cada, WSOP Main Event 2009. 21 years old, the youngest main event champion at that time. A statistic that poker players whisper. On the final table, Cada was left with a critically short stack several times. Everyone understood that the guy's next mistake would be his last. But Cada found something that distinguishes the great from the good. Patience. He stopped attacking from the air, began to seize the chances, and put the squeeze on where the opponents did not expect. In one of the key hands, it doubled, and the whole table felt the trend change. It's not luck anymore, it's a game.
Maryland will fold his 10-8. Joe Cada with pocket deuces in the small blind.
From Michigan, I have no ties there.
Cada looking to raise it up. He does raise it to a little more than $2.5 million. Now Saut in the big blind. And 2 queens for the Frenchman.
If Saut wins, he could ignite a moneymaker type effect in France. By the way, Saut won a $50 online satellite into the main event. Moneymaker won a $40 satellite in 2003.
Saut with a re-raise to $5.75 million. Back to young Joe Cada.
Come on.
All in.
And he moves all in.
By the time of the heads-up against Darvin Moon, Cada was the favorite. Pocket nines, a board without the help of a rival.
As this heads-up gets underway, Joe Cada in dominant position with almost 136 million chips. Darvin Moon starting heads-up just about where he started this final table with almost 59 million. The Moon Man needs...
Darvin Moon needs a queen or a jack, or Joe Cada will be the main event champ.
And that 7 will end it. Joe Cada rewrites poker history, becoming the youngest main event champ ever.
You played a hell of a match. Good in. You played a hell of a match. Seriously, all props in the room.
He's a kid with a dream come true.
And at the age of 21, Joe Cada takes $8.5 million and a bracelet. Number 9, Ryan Reese, WSOP Main Event 2013. The Beast is his nickname in the community, and he really turned out to be a beast. Reese did not go into the finals as the leader in chips, and his main rival, Jay Farber, played super aggressively, crushing everyone around him. Many commentators said bluntly, Farber looks like a champion.
10 million even.
But Farber is going to barge ahead with a re-raise to 10 million.
Wow, the Jay Farber we've seen till now never would 5-bet with pocket sixes. If I'm JC Tran, I've got to figure Jay for a much bigger hand. And the thing is, ace-queen doesn't play well to a 5-bet.
It's been a very quiet cheering section for those in JC Tran t-shirts.
JC will be getting 4.5 to 1 here with ace-queen out of position.
But he gives up the hand.
Farber muscles up and Tran withers.
It has been quite a night to remember for Jay.
But Reese is a fan of details. He spent hours sorting out the opponent's hands even before the final. When he sat down at the table, he already knew what Farber was doing and in what situation.
I wouldn't have guessed he worked as a parking booth attendant at Michigan State and as a cashier at Kmart. He seems more like a Ross dress for less type of guy.
Action underway, folded to Dutch pro Michiel Bermelhaus in the small blind with pocket nines.
He was playing in a small tournament in the Netherlands last month. His girlfriend came along during dinner break. She felt contractions. They left. 2 hours later, they had a baby boy. But of course, he was blinded off from the tournament and did not cash.
A raise to $1.5 million in the big blind. Reese has graduated from ace-king to pocket aces.
Well, he's picking another nice spot here, I think.
Yeah.
Heads up turned into chess. Reese was just waiting for a mistake, and he got it. In the final hand, Farber went all in with a losing hand, and Reese took $8.4 million.
Ryan's best friend, Dylan Armstrong, came up with the Reese the Beast name. Sounds like it's sticking.
The Beast with a monster chip lead, a 12 to 1 advantage on Farber. Reese looks down at two more pretty cards, ace, king of hearts. A raise to $2.5 million. Jay Farber, queen, 5 of spades.
All in.
Call.
He says all in, and Reese makes the call. Reese with the upper hand again.
We have ace king.
Tears already in the eyes of Ryan Reese with one card to come.
Ryan Reese needs to dodge a 5 on the river, and the main event championship will be his.
The river card is a 4.
Yes.
Ryan Reese is the world champion.
Ryan Reese said he was the best player here, and he said he would win. By golly, he did.
The beast is best.
At the age of 23, without a big name up to this point, a clean comeback made on a cool head. Number 8, Hossein Ensan, WSOP Main Event 2019, an Iranian-German professional who was well over 40 by the time of the final, against the background of young sharks, as if from another era. And many wrote Ensan off in the first few hours. He played slowly, gave the initiative. Many decided that he tilted. It was a trap. Ensan waited like a hunter. When Dario Sammartino, one of the main favorites, started pushing, Ensan seized the moment and turned the table around with one all-in.
Kind of close. They have to kind of stay out of each other's way. This is a huge pickup for him. He's separating himself from the second chips, and now Gary really has to worry about getting in pots with him.
And it does work. Ensan taking that pot. Well played by Hossein Ensan.
He turned from a calm outsider into a chip leader in just one level. Ensan took the heads up confidently. Sammartino tried to outplay him in aggression, but that's exactly what Ensan was waiting for.
River card, the queen of clubs, will end the night.
$10 million and the first main event bracelet for Germany. Age is not a sentence. Number 7, Pius Heinz, WSOP Main Event 2011. The first German WSOP main event champion in history. The 2011 final table was packed with stars and seasoned pros. Among them, the relatively unknown 22-year-old Pius Heinz. The bookmakers were betting on others. Heinz was not the first to reach the finals in terms of chips, and in the early stages, he lost a significant part of the stack in one unsuccessful hand. No one was betting on him. But Heinz began to pressure his rivals with non-standard raise sizes and precise overbits. The table didn't understand how to play with it.
1,000. Folded over 2, Pius Heinz. Heinz with ace-jack offsuit.
Heinz, one of 4 players at this final table in his first World Series ever, along with Holden, Makieski, and Stashko. It's all downhill from here for these guys.
Heinz with a raise to $1.3 million. Lamb with king 5 of spades.
Looks so trusting, plays so tricky. One of 3 26-year-old Las Vegas pros here, along with Collins and Giannetti.
Heinz took the lead at the heads-up and played the final hand perfectly.
Tonight, Pius Heinz was the champion. Relentless aggression paved the way for the 22-year-old.
$8.7 million and a place in history for a guy no one was betting on. Number 6, Greg Merson, WSOP Main Event 2012. In the same year, 2012, Merson already won another major WSOP tournament and was going for the title of Player of the Year. But the main event is a completely different story. He was not a leader at the finals, and many considered him too emotional under pressure. Merson turned emotions into fuel. He played super accurately in contested hands, did not give up a single extra chip, and gradually, hand by hand, picked up the stack of opponents.
A raise to Merson, a quick call, and Merson shows the flush.
Well, Esposito smelled bluff, I guess, and he smelled wrong. He ends up taking a good-sized hit here.
His main rival, Jesse Sylvia, could not calculate the size of Merson's bets in any key hand. Merson took the heads up in one of the neatest finals of the decade.
And the river card is a 7. Sylvia is out. Greg Merson is the 2012 main event champion.
$8.5 million, a main event bracelet, and a 2012 Player of the Year award to boot. A double comeback, both in his career and in the tournament. Number 5, John Sin, WSOP Main Event 2018, 199 heads-up hands. It's not even a comeback. It's a survival marathon. When John Sin was left alone with Tony Miles for millions of dollars and a bracelet, no one thought that this fight would go down in history as the longest in the WSOP. 199 hands, 9 hours at the table.
Stapes is under 40, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's his rush to take my job?
Mannion's pocket pair is still good. Adds a gut shot to it.
This is the 8th day of play, with each day in excess of 12 hours, so that seemingly favors the younger set, but I still think we'll have a champion over the age of 50 again.
Sin looks like he wants to put together a continuation bet. Those yellows are worth $1 million each. He does bet $1.4 million.
It's a good flop for Mannion. Pop it. Actually, I expect fairly tight play here at the outset of the final table, so Mr. Scaredy Cat probably will just call.
All undercards to his pair, he just calls. Pots build quickly at this stage of the event. Another 3 on the turn. Sin now checks.
The ex-postal carrier and ex-poker dealer now has an opening to bet and take it, but he doesn't want it.
River card, oh my. Sin got a free look and scores the river 10 to overcome Mannion's 7s.
Johnson has mentioned that he's been running as good as he ever has, and it continues here.
Sin now reaching for chips. 7.2 million in the middle. He bets almost 4 million. Mannion quickly calls.
Mannion's not going to like it, and he's going to be mad at himself.
John Sin perhaps beginning another unbeaten streak. When he's in a hand, he usually wins the hand.
The man of no fixed address has found a home at this main event.
And for most of that heads up, Sin was behind in chips. Miles pressed, attacked, and was sure he was taking the tournament.
Joe Cata didn't get to where he is by making bad reads. Tony's rail suffering with everything he does, win or lose, and this time it's win. Good fold from Cata. Tony stacking valuable chips while Joe is on the other side of that coin. The dream run continues.
But the Sin just wouldn't break. Every hand, every call, every decision, he found a way to stay in the game, not to give up the initiative completely. On the 199th hand, Sin seized the moment, staked everything, and Miles was caught.
Of a lifetime.
At a different hour in a different event, this would have been a pretty quick call.
Sin finally does make the call that he had to make, and that makes John Sin our 2018 World Series of Poker main event champion.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to slam you.
He's slow rolling me.
Huh?
John Sin has brought the main event title home, wherever that may be.
Tony Miles quite dismayed right now. John Sin stunned by what has...
$8.8 million went to someone who had a stronger nervous system. A comeback made literally on stubbornness. Number 4, Queen Nguyen, WSOP Main Event 2016. Queen Nguyen is a Vietnamese American, a humble player without a high-profile resume. He didn't go to the finals as a leader, but Gordon Veo, a solid professional, was standing against him. On paper, Veo was the favorite.
I call.
Veo calls all in, and with his set of 8s, he scores a huge double up.
Set of 8, 8 king.
Veo.
No one expected Nguyen to play so wildly. Time after time, he went all in with marginal hands, crushed Veo with non-standard bet sizes, and knocked him off balance.
Twice the stack as Josephine feels he can afford to take chances and afford to be wrong, but gets Cliff to fold, and the hat is back.
Qui Nguyen is writing his own book.
Professional poker faced intuitive freestyle and lost. The heads-up turned into a beating. Nguyen put the squeeze on Veo in every second hand, and in the final hand, he took everything.
Is a tray, and Qui does it.
Good game, man. Yeah, good game.
Qui Nguyen outplayed them all. He is the 2016 World Series of Poker main event champion.
Qui Nguyen rewrites the book of poker.
$8 million went to a man who was nobody in big poker a few years ago. The most stylish and unexpected comeback of the decade. Number 3, Phil Hellmuth, the rubber man of poker. One person deserves a separate point, not for one tournament, but for his career. Phil Hellmuth holds the record for the most WSOP bracelets in history, and most of these bracelets were won through comebacks. Hellmuth is known for playing defense. His style is to fold his hands, wait, and catch rivals on emotions. In many tournaments, his stack dropped to a critical level in the middle of the course, and each time he found his hand, turned the table around, and took the bracelet. Fans call it Hellmuth magic. Opponents call it a 30-year-long white streak. The truth is, he's a master at reading the table when he's under pressure. Hellmuth is not just one comeback. This is a career consisting of dozens of short stack reversals. Number 2, Martin Jacobson, WSOP Main Event 2014, 8th of 9. 9 players entered the final table of the Main Event 2014. Martin Jacobson came in 8th in chips, the 8th of 9. This means that all the analysts, all the experts, all the bookmakers wrote him off in the very first hour of the game. Jacobson is a Swedish professional who has been in the shadow of bigger names for years. But this time, something clicked. He started playing as if he saw the opponent's cards. Perfect calls, accurate bluffs, and unerring discipline in hands where others have burned out. He didn't win any random hands. He took every one he deserved.
Fives. Here is the flop and a 5. A set for Jacobson. Leaves Pappas in dire straits.
Pappas now would need running straight cards or his main event dream is all but over.
The turn card. The 7 of clubs ends it. Pappas drawing dead. Jacobson with a double up. He'll work now with almost 51 million. And as you mentioned, Billy Pappas can't even...
By heads up, Jacobson was already the chip leader, and when the final card was laid on the table, he found himself at the top of the poker mountain for the first time in his career.
$1.5 million. Now Jacobson peeks down at 2 red 10s.
2 big hands, heads up.
All in.
He re-raises Stevenson all in. There is the call, but Stevenson is not going to like what he sees.
Those hands played themselves. Nothing Stevenson could do but get lucky now.
Martin Jacobson set up to claim this championship right now.
Just leave that flop. You can size small. You can size a lot smaller when you're that flop.
To his credit, Scott Seaver still coaching here in case we continue.
The combatants can only now wait for the dealer.
If you want, you can just not be 3-bet. You can not be 3-bet.
And here is the flop.
25 bigs.
A 10 in the window. Jacobson with the set. Stevenson all but cooked.
Yeah, only running 9s or running aces will keep Martin Jacobson away from the main event title now.
Good game, man. Well played. Good job. Come on, where's the sweat? Figure 9. That's pretty well. Hey, say anything. All right, so you're buying dinner then.
It's not over yet.
And now the turn card. Jacobson poised to take the cash. It's a king. It's over. Martin Jacobson completes his masterpiece to become the 2014 World Champion.
Pocket 10s delivered.
$10 million and the title of world champion for a man on whom no one was betting this morning. One of the cleanest and most beautiful comebacks in the history of the main event. Number 1, Chris Moneymaker, WSOP Main Event 2003, the bluff that changed poker. This name has become a meme. An accountant from Tennessee by the name of Moneymaker, who qualified for the main event through an online satellite for $39. Amateur versus the legends of the time. On paper, it's meat for professionals. Moneymaker was on the verge of relegation several times during the tournament. Twice his stack dropped to a level from which they almost never returned. But he was coming back, and in the final, he sat down opposite Sammy Farha, one of the best cash players on the planet at that time.
Chris Moneymaker indicates he will match the bet at least with his ace-7. He's going to make it $400,000 to Sam Farha.
Sam wasting no time calling the raise. 2 riverboat gamblers.
This could be it. You'll never know. For one of us.
At this point, any hand could be it for anybody. Here comes the flop. It is 8, 3, 10, and 3 diamonds.
And they both have picked up a diamond draw. Moneymaker's diamond draw is better.
And he bets. Sam looks like he's going to at least call. Even though Sam's ahead in the hand with a pair of fives, Moneymaker now the slight favorite because of the diamond draw, and he has 2 overcards.
Here comes the turn card, 6 of hearts. No more diamonds there on the board.
And Moneymaker now has actually also picked up an inside straight draw. He still has no hand, but he has a diamond draw and an inside straight draw.
And he goes right to his stack. He puts out 500,000 to Sam Farha.
And puts Farha to the test, who has a pair of fives and a diamond draw, bad diamond draw.
You see the pot size of 1.6 million. No call from Sam Farha. You surprised?
Well, it was a semi-bluff on Moneymaker's part because he could have gotten there, and Sam didn't have that strong in a hand and decided to play conservatively.
And here it is, the distribution that went down in history as the bluff of the century. Moneymaker on the river goes all in with absolute emptiness in his hand. If Farha calls, Moneymaker is eliminated from the tournament. If he folds, Moneymaker takes away a huge pot and a moral advantage. Farha thinks long and discards the cards.
I'm all in.
Chris Moneymaker going all in with nothing.
A stunning play from Moneymaker, who missed his draws, has nothing, and now has put Sam Farha all in. He would have to put all his chips in, and if he lost this pot, he would be out of the tournament. Moneymaker bluffed at this once, and Farha came. He's now bluffing at it again.
You must have missed your flush, huh?
Sam's absolutely right.
This would be a tough, tough call for Sammy.
Is Chris bluffing this time?
No.
He ain't bluffed all night.
No.
It's quite a predicament for Sammy. He has a pair of nines. It's the best hand, but he can't know that. And if he calls this bet and loses, we're playing for the World Championship. If he's wrong, he's out of it. He's the runner-up. So it's really tough just to sit here and call with a pair of nines, particularly when Moneymaker has made 2 big bets in a row.
Make a crazy call on you. Could be the best hand.
Sam Farha trying to draw something out of Chris Moneymaker, but he's like a statue, afraid to make any sort of move.
Sam, you want to save yourself, you won't call.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, Sam.
Don't do it.
He is not going to do it. Chris Moneymaker bluffs Sam Farha out of a big stack of money.
And considering
After a few hands, the Moneymaker takes $2.5 million and changes poker forever.
Okay, I'll go all in. Let's go. Let's do number
I
2.
call.
Sam Farha goes all in, and Chris Moneymaker's going to call it.
and Sam sees the grim news, and with 2 pair, Chris Moneymaker, a statistical improbability to win this title at the outset, is now closing in on making it an incredible reality.
Turn card is an 8 of diamonds.
No help yet, and Farha to stay alive would need a jack, a 10, or an 8, or this is over.
1 card away from a new World Series, Chris Moneymaker.
This could be the last card of the 2003 World Series of Poker.
It's a 5.
With a full house, Chris Moneymaker eliminates Sam Farha, and the 27-year-old has stepped out of the virtual poker room and in a very swift and unlikely manner is atop the poker world.
This is beyond fairy tale. It's inconceivable.
Well played.
I missed the flush and I missed the straight draw on that one. That king high.
Made one bad mistake.
After this victory, the number of online players increased tenfold. Thousands of people watched and said, if an accountant from Tennessee could do it, so can I. This was the beginning of the poker boom. It's not just a comeback. This is a comeback that rewrote the rules of the entire industry. 10 stories about the fact that nothing is impossible in poker. A short stack is not a verdict. 8th place out of 9 is not a problem. An amateur versus a legend is not a verdict. Poker rewards those who don't give up when everyone else has already given up. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. And write in the comments, which comeback impressed you the most? Maybe I missed something. See you in the next video.